仮面の英雄、バットマン。
The story starts at the Batsu mansion on Christmas Eve, where Yoki Kurai, masked hero Batman, is enjoying the holidays in peace now that the Black Mask Army is no more, avenging his parents, Kairo and Saki's deaths to finally rest in peace. However, Yoki's concerned if he would ever stop the last mutant Cajun subject number 9, Catwoman, from ruining this Christmas season. It is revealed that he tried to stop Catwoman from many jewel robberies during his time as Batman in Batman Night. His maid Shoko comforts and tells him that with Genkuro Tsuka, Chrono Kamen, in prison has brought back peace all over the world thanks to Batman, as she tells him to just forget about Catwoman only for the holidays and remind him that his school crush, Rune Nekoishi, will be coming home from France to spend Christmas with him. This makes Yuki remember the promise that he made to Rune about meeting each other again if the BMA is gone, because Rune have to move into the country to avoid death, changing her name to Celine. Meanwhile, in the city of Japan, Joji and Haruko Piro are looking at the Christmas lights alongside Tsuti Midorigawa, as the two reunited siblings are now having a wonderful holiday after Joji's kidnapped into the Joker a decade ago. The three then look at the Christmas tree, overwhelmed with joy that peace and happiness has fully been restored thanks to Batman. However, they notice a couple with an anxious look on their faces, as those two reveal they are searching for their daughter after BMA's defunct. Much to the three's surprise, unnoticed by them, a female silhouette figure with cat ears looks at the tree in awe, wanting to take those shiny ornaments for herself.
最後の怪人、catwoman returns.
Back inside the mansion, Kaito Sagra arrives to wish Yuki a Merry Christmas and understands about the last mutant remaining that Yuki's concerned about. But Sagra tells him that, after Jin's defeat, he upgraded the grappling phone with a laser pointer that will get Catwoman's attention from escaping at the speed of light. Just then, Shoko informs Yuki that Catwoman has returned by stealing Christmas ornaments and lights that are shiny. Finally, with a chance to purify the last mutant Cajun for good, Yuki puts his bat buckle on his waist before pulling out the Battoman, shouting Bat Rise to transform into Batman Night before heading out to the city in his Batmarine for a secret attack. There, Catwoman has stolen lots of shiny objects while attacking the police as well as tying up the Piro siblings, Tsuti, and the couple. Just as she was about to steal more stuff from the last Christmas tree, she sees a big red dot on the snow as she tries to catch it, not knowing that this leads to Batman on the rooftop as the masked hero himself kicks her in the face, taking back the bags that have those ornaments and tells her that this won't be her next escape with the jewels and others in her possession, saying that everyone is having Christmas filled with peace, union, and giving after BMA's end. Catwoman gets up, smirking that happiness may have returned for the people, but she couldn't resist sparkling things that obsessed her to steal for her collection, and that the world will be better off without those objects for Christmas and onwards. She then launches at Batman to take back the ornaments by using her whip, however was cut apart by the Battoman as Batman weakens Catwoman before performing a flying kick at her to fall off the rooftop into the ocean, splashing around in a panic since cats hate water, allowing Batman to use the grappling phone in blaster mode to pierce through Catwoman's mutant heart to release mutant blood, purifying the heart back to normal that results Catwoman changing into human again, unconscious. With the last mutant down, however, Batman was horrified by what he saw. It was Rune Nekoishi, his crush from school, revealing that she was kidnapped and experimented on by the Black Mask Army to do their bidding. As snow continues to fall and sees that Rune is beginning to drown, Batman heads to the Batmarine to rescue her by using the Batclaw. Glad that he saved Rune, however, Batman noticed a red blood stain on Rune's soaked white shirt from her left chest. Terrified by this that makes no sense, he gets out of the Batmarine, transforming into Yuki to take her to the hospital, while the five get untied by the police as they see Yuki carrying into the hospital, much to the couple's surprise and relief that their daughter is okay but something's wrong as they go after him. Later, after getting a call from Yuki, Sagra and Shoko arrive at the hospital to see what's going on, as Sagra fears that this might happen. Asked by Yuki, Sagra reveals that Rune got kidnapped by Man-Bat in France late at night to make her parents suffer, bringing her back to Japan to get experimented on and brainwashed into Catwoman by the BMA. During the surgery, Kamen planned to have the mutant and human blood mixed together so that, if possible for a hero's debut, both her bloods will be pierced out of the body to shortly die, something that has never done before from previous mutant Cajuns Yuki faced, as Chrono planned that to not only kill Yuki's parents, but also his crush to make him suffer and go despair. Yuki remembers from what happened in his final battle against Chrono back at the fairgrounds that the former will be on the side of injustice if he purified and killed Chrono. Not only that, but the mastermind also shot the Joker's mutant and human blood out of his heart with his pistol for Haruka to suffer losing her brother, looking at Sagra into thinking that the latter's about to get berated by the Zaibatsu's president. Instead, Yuki calmly says that he doesn't blame Sagra for not telling him that secret early before Catwoman's appearance, and that Yuki planned to give her a special ring that he purchased for her return. Yuki goes on that Christmas is about the joy, giving, as well as love for your family and friends that you cherished from their hearts to make memories that would last forever, revealing that he doesn't hate on anyone who were both nice to and help him, although can't forgive those who have a dark side to make the people suffer. After that, Yuki thanks both Sagra and Shoko for the things they did to support Yuki on his adventures as Batman with compassion to purify 26 mutants and Jin from their corrupted hearts to avenge his parents' deaths, giving the two an early Merry Christmas and a hug that makes Sagra surprised by this as he and Shoko too hugs the young president. Just then, the three see the Piro siblings, Tsuti, and Yun's parents entering the hospital to check up on Yuki and Yun. Yuki gets informed by the doctor that they managed to heal Yun as she's slowly regaining her consciousness. Yuki along with the seven head to her room to check on her and she begins to open her eyes, seeing Yuki right beside her and she smiles that it's been a long time before giving him a hug, finally reunited after years of BMA's conquest, as Joji and Haruko's surprised that Yuki has also lost someone dear to him. As the seven looked on this happy moment before Yun's parents tearfully hugged her next. On Christmas Day after Yun's discharged, Yuki invites Yun and her parents to celebrate Christmas Day in his mansion for lunch, with Shoko and Sagra as well, where Yuki lies to the Nekoishi family on how he and Batman rescued Yun after BMA's defunct who killed his parents as a child, as he happily says that his parents are still with him, even if they're gone, to go through the times of light and dark. Yun says it was a nightmare when she was kidnapped and experimented on, but slightly smiles that it's over because Batman was there to save her for Yuki to take her to the hospital, as she is grateful for those two for saving her life as a way to reunite with Yuki for Christmas as well as her parents. Yuki's grateful for Batman too, before telling Yun that she's always been there with him to cheer up whenever he has that burden, before he now proposes to her with a special ring as a Christmas present, asking to marry him and become First Lady of the Zaibatsu. A little bit surprised by this by smirkingly saying, "Is that all you need to ask?" Of course, this causes happiness for her parents and the two as they watch on as Yuki puts the ring onto Yun's index finger before they kiss, ending this special Christmas surprise scene. At the orphanage by night, Yuki with Yun bring in Christmas presents to give to the children, but Yuki noticed that Tsubasa Akari he met on Halloween isn't here, as the female caregiver and Kakashi Isor, the Scarecrow Cajun, tell him that he found a new home on the other side of Japan. However, what Yuki doesn't know is that Tsubasa is forming a special superhero team by the name Titans to go up against a greater threat.